Welcome, fellow Tarnished, as we bring a massive undertaking to a head and finally get Tim the Platinum Trophy and become Elden Lord. Endings. Endings are hard. Beginnings are the easy part. Here on YouTube, all you have to do to begin is just record and upload, and for those of you who have been there that long, you can attest to the fact that I did just that. Along this journey, we have gone from untested Tarnished to Elden Lords, and it has been quite an adventure. But with all such things, this one has to come to a close, with this video being the end of this wonderful series. And I know what you're saying. You just finished Malakath. You're not even close to finishing the Platinum yet. This is true. However, all we have left to complete is defeating Malenia Blade of Miquila, collecting the rest of the legendary spells, weapons, and talismans, make our way through the Ashen Capital to the Elden Beast, get the 3 endings, and we decided to bring you all these amazing sights, all in one video to not drag this out anymore. So let's get started. The beginning of the end will have us completing the Haligtree, which, other than a stressful jaunt through the surrounding area where the only points of interest are, this chest here, and this chest, and well shit, another fucking chest. These are important artifacts for later. We continue on through the holy Haligtree, past some Erdtree avatars, around some crystallines, through the Lake of Rot, over these roots, to this roof, and then down through this hole to quickly get to the elevator. Whew. Okay, like I said, quick. And now, we're at the woman, the myth, the legend herself, the undefeated Malenia! The only somewhat disputed hardest souls boss in the franchise. We fight, and fight, and fight, then power up, and continue to fight. But like Mog before, it's seeming a bit hard to get over the multiplayer boost to this boss. Finally, I succeed, but I haven't gotten Tim the victory he needs. So I cheated a little. I brought my more powerful character from the PS4, and after 2 attempts, we bring an end to the tragic life of Malenia Blade of Miquila. For our efforts, we receive her remembrance and armor. It's been a pain in the ass, and for that, I hope that we have earned a like and subscribe from all you great viewers. But now, we move on to way easier pastures. With Malenia gone and our path to the Elden Beast open, we now have access to all the areas in the game. So let's start that quick montage and finish getting all those hidden, pesky, legendary spells and gear. Let's test the editor and see if you can get everything left to get picked up before I finish this particular paragraph. Good job with that, Mons. Let's give them a round of applause. Now we can get back to what the people really want, the destruction of our foes, and jokes at our expense. As we enter the Ashen Capital, we start to see the consequences of the choices we had to make, as our tarnished selves, as the once beautiful city of Lindell is now covered in ash from the burning of the Erdtree. But this tragedy is not the reason we are here. It's time to end this once and for all, and make our final choices. No need to look back now. We follow somewhat familiar paths until we meet our old ally, Gideon, in the chamber that once held the shade of Godfrey. Mr. All-Knowing seems to think that he's learned something and believes that a Tarnished can never become Elden Lord. After quickly removing him as an obstacle, we decide to put his theory to the test as we approach the throne of the late King Margit. Waiting for us in his place now is the first Elden Lord of Queen America himself. No longer a shade but flesh and blood, Godfrey with his trusty companion Sirach. For a moment we notice that grace flows towards us, showing that the greater will now backs Godfrey over us, and the battle starts.
Not good. Damn.
After several defeats and Tim's frustration almost physically palpable, we bring low this once proud warrior and take a break at the base of the Erdtree. It's time to make sure we have everything ready before we attempt the last bit of combat this game has to offer. We check our spells, gather our consumables, and get our last levels in, and make our way up the stairs to the interior of the Erdtree. After a flash of light, we see America floating in the air above us. However, she begins to transform, and Tim learns the last secret of the game, that America is actually Radagon. With this realization fresh in our minds, we clash with the present Elden Lord. After he finally falls, we don't get a moment of rest before a huge hand comes out of the water, transforming him into a weapon, and now we face the embodiment of the greater will in the Elden Beast. This big bastard has way too many lasers for anyone to enjoy, and he likes keeping his distance, so getting close is key. Unless you're Tim with that damn bow spell. And like that, we remove the greater will's emissary. We are not done, however. For now, we must make a choice. Not really with us. Normally you would choose which ending you would want to do here, and have to beat the game again. But through some hijinks, we will get all 3 of these in one playthrough to get Tim his platinum. So you may choose one of 3 paths: vanilla, blueberry, and death. Vanilla, you continue things the way they are. You become Elden Lord and the game ends. Blueberry is Ronnie's ending. You free the lands between of the greater will's rule and push back the outer god's influence. And you get to marry Ronnie. And death would be to embrace the 3 fingers and burn the world around you. However, with this ending, Malenia swears vengeance on you with the application of destined death. After acquiring all 3 of these endings, the platinum finally pops, and now we have finished this journey. It has been long and grueling sometimes, and I have appreciated that all of you guys have been here to the end. But if you think about it, in the end, nothing truly ends, does it?